Today's date is January 6th, 2021, and the time is 8:59. I'm Agent Brandon Murphy with New Mexico State Police, and here present with me is
Agent Charles Volk, Zone 3 Investigation.
all right, and then we'll be interviewing. What's your name, sir?
Broderick Sharp.
All right. How do you?
Broderick Sharp. Broderick.
All right.
Last name Sharp.
All right. And who are you employed with?
I am the chief of the town of Bernalillo.
And how long have you been chief?
I've been here 2 months.
2 months.
So if you guys I'll give you guys kind of the rundown. I started here November 2nd.
Okay.
About a week and a half into me being here, there was an allegation that Sergeant Torres at the time had basically intimidated and threatened an employee. So much so to the point that he quit. He quit, and at his exit interview, he had given a written statement prior to my starting.
Got it.
So, about that time, I got called by HR, and they told me about the complaint against Sergeant Torres. They told me about a previous, almost a fist fight between a sergeant and another officer. And my response was, well, what's the big deal? You guys have cameras. Just get the camera footage and you can see, because the employee said that, the first one said that Sergeant Tyler and Officer Jimmy Thompson, they almost had a fist fight over the bid, over the shift bid. So, like I said, I've been here maybe 8 days. So I got 2 complaints. Well, when I was talking to HR, they said, well, didn't they talk to you about the items being stolen in the sergeant's office? Keep in mind, I came from BCSO. I was a commander of BCSO. I was a captain there. I said, well, when you walk in, everybody knows you have cameras. Just pull the footage from IT. And the HR lady said, well, the cameras aren't updated. It's an old system. So I was like, well, how hard is it for us to just get a new system? And she said, well, the town is in the process of updating all the cameras. And I said, okay, fine, simple. Just replace the cameras and be done. Because we had had 2 incidents and another where there had allegedly been theft in the sergeant's office. So I'm under the impression, after being here 8 days, that if you have the technology, just use it to find out what your issue is. So I have a bill. Hold on.
No worries.
So I have so here's all the policies. I go through them because I'm new here. I've gone through the policy. We requested that camera, the camera in question.
Thank
We
you.
requested it on the 20th. We didn't get the 20th of November. Because remember what I said? I got here the 2nd. I started the 2nd. We requested it on the 20th. It didn't come until the 24th.
That being the camera?
Yes, sir.
Or cameras?
The cameras.
system.
The I'll show them to you guys.
Well, yeah, we'll do the interview, and then we'll go walk through the office.
Where's
And
So let me grab I need a calendar, and I'll give you guys a rundown.
So the 20th it was requested.
Yes, here's the bill right here.
Then the 24th.
It arrived on.
Arrived.
Yes, I'll give you guys as accurate as I can go. Let's see. So we requested it on the 20th. That was a Friday. It didn't come until the 23rd or the 24th because they sent this one to the wrong address. I think they sent this one over there. I'm not sure. But I know that we didn't get it in this office until the 24th. If we go through the schedule, I have my calendar. I have everything that happens here, I write it down. I'm one of those guys. So what happened is we got it installed, I think, on the Wednesday, the 25th. So the 25th, 26th, and 27th, and that employee was on vacation. The
That employee being who?
Sergeant Torres was on vacation. She came back, I believe, the 30th. The 29th. She came back on because that's a regular day of work. And the reason I know this is because when all of this came up, I said, I went and I tracked. There was only 8 days, 7 days that she worked. The 8th day is when someone was in the office and they saw a camera. Keep in mind, the camera's not, the blue light is on, clearly showing anyone that looks, cameras are on. If you go into all of the offices, I assumed they got the town's technology policy just like I did. This is the town's policy. I started November 2nd. I've read these policies, the technology policy, the town property policy. I didn't foresee an issue because obviously these guys have all been here longer than me. That's a shared office space. It's not a private office. It's not a one-person office. And when I had spoken with HR, these things that come up, and my simple fix was, well, you guys have cameras already. They already know it. All the employees know this, so we had them inserted. The concern was that Officer Torres said that she changed in there. Well, that's not a shared space. That's not a personal office. And second of all, I have been here 2 months. It has never been locked. The officers walk in, the corporals use it. So I was a little taken back at the email. Mm-hmm. Normally, in this, administration, if you send an email to the town administrator, I'm not gonna respond. If you CC me, it's clear that that's meant for the head person. You would like everyone else to know. I guess she had made a statement that somebody should have told her. She's been here, I don't know how many years. I think she's been here 9 years or so.
Yeah, I'm just going to go back a little bit because then you kind of jumped into it. But I know I told you before the recording, like this is just a voluntary statement. Mm-hmm. So before I ask any of the follow-up questions, is it all right if you ask for a voluntary statement, meaning like at any time, you don't have to answer them, of course, and you can ask us to leave your office at any time. Sorry if that makes sense. But yeah, it's just a voluntary statement, and then it's just so it's on recording that I asked you for a voluntary statement. Okay. So can I get your date of birth too?
9/22/72.
All right. So the initial complaint is one, I guess she was just feeling like that it was put in a vent where she couldn't see. She felt like it was directed like at her desk for some particular reason. Any reason that you wanted to put it in the vent?
I didn't specifically say, hey, put it in the vent above her desk. The camera was in the vent where it captured the entire office.
Okay.
Not just her space. And that's what I think the misconception is. The misconception is that it was solely put there for her, and it was not. It was to capture the entire office space. Like I said, I was under the impression that there was almost a fist fight during the bid with other people. And then it was brought to my attention that Sergeant Hernandez had property stolen. So that wasn't, and it was in no way meant to just single out any.
Yeah.
And all these incidents happen in the sergeant's squad room.
Yes.
Correct?
From what I was, because like keep in mind, I started here the 2nd.
No, it's understandable.
And I'm under the impression that we have a problem.
Yeah.
And then, so we had the 2 instances. Sergeant Torres, the almost fight. I was told about the property being stolen. And then we had another incident or allegation where people were on duty doing personal business. And the personal business would have been not work-related things.
Okay.
And that's what we were acting on. We weren't, and I didn't specifically say, put it in the vent to catch that person. I said, put it in an area where you'll capture the entire office. And if you guys have watched the video, if you've seen it.
Oh, I haven't got a copy yet. But
we can go now, or after this, we can go check it out. Because all we got is just pictures, right, Murphy?
Yeah, just pictures.
I'll explain it. I'll show you guys.
Yeah. That way it's on recording on our body cams and everything, and then that way we kind of have a layout of everything.
And like I said, I'll help you with it, whatever. I know for a fact, wasn't illegal, wasn't unethical, wasn't immoral, and these guys all have the policy. And to be flat out honest with you guys, from what I've picked up since then, she has been demoted. That was already in the process from the allegation. I didn't investigate it.
Right.
It was investigated by an outside party. And so imagine, you're new chief, you get all this crap. Keep in mind, this is not an organization like State Police.
Yeah.
This is not an organization like BCSO. This is an organization where, and I don't have to sugarcoat it, we hire other people's leftovers. And I'm in the process of working with the mayor. And what I mean by hiring other people's leftovers, you guys know the State Police. I was at BCSO for 20 years and 8 months. Well, guess what? We don't hire laterals at BCSO. You guys don't hire laterals at State Police because of the culture. So that's kind of what I stepped into. I stepped into kind of a crap soup. And as a administrator, I'm trying to make the best out of the crap soup for the department. This was not specific, this wasn't targeting her because she was supposed to be demoted.
Well, pretty much it was in the process before you got there.
Yes.
All right. And then you didn't request for it to go in the vent?
I didn't specifically say put it in the vent. I said let's put it in an area where it can capture the entire office. That's all I said. When IT was installing it, I went in there with them. And I said, yeah, that's fine. I don't see why that would be a problem. Because they know there's a technology policy. I wasn't the one that specifically said, put it in there. I didn't get in the ceiling. I don't install them.
Yeah.
I said, let's just put it in an area where it captures the entire office. And to be honest with you, I don't know specifically who said, let's put it in the vent. I do know that when I went in and because I helped the guy I held the cord while he was running it through. I said, no, I don't see why that's an issue. They understand that there's a policy.
Yeah. And then after the email, you just asked them to put it on the wall, or did someone?
I did.
Oh,
After
okay.
the email, I said, if there is a problem with something in our office, let's fix it so everyone understands the policies of the policy. And I asked the IT guy to come and I said, put it where everyone can see it. Because as a chief, so put yourself in my position. You get an email blasted over your head
Yeah.
by one of your supervisors. I'm not going to respond because she sent it to the town administrator. She sent it to her, and I was like, okay, I'll let her respond to it.
Yeah. And then I guess just talking to the other sergeants, one who also was complaining about his stuff getting stolen, he's actually glad to have the camera. But he has, and then I asked him, I'm like, do you change in here? He's like, yeah. I'm like, even after the camera was on the wall? He's like, yeah. I said, all right. But so it didn't seem like
He works out every day.
Yeah, none of them else seemed to mind about it, but yeah. So the IT guy just installed it in the vent then?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I be really honest with you?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
After the camera was located, the comments were made that it's almost like, so you guys from talking to HR, she should have told you guys. I think that employee has several complaints against lawsuits against the town.
Yeah.
No.
As a new chief, I choose to not get in that game because I don't have to. You guys get where I'm going?
Yeah.
I don't have to immerse myself in the middle of that. That was before me. I don't want to get involved in it, and I'm definitely not going to make it worse. I'd done everything I could with that employee to kind of try and build my own relationship, even before the demotion, and I basically got stonewalled because she saw me as a part of the previous chief that discriminated against her for pregnancy. That's the only one that I know of because I told HR, that has nothing to do with me. But I know about the pregnancy one because she told me about it. And I told her, I said, well, that won't happen while I'm here. And I don't even know the details. She just made an excited utterance.
Yeah. I guess the other thing, that Chapa, who used to work here, and then her was saying that somehow they felt that, I guess you put a complaint after your daughter got a citation from a car accident back in like February.
So if
No.
we're being,
Just be honest.
If we're being all the way out,
Yeah.
my daughter was rear-ended last year before I worked here. I called and I asked, is there a camera at the intersection? Because that's a state road. 550 is a state road. And that was it. He said something about giving her a ticket. No one ever gave my daughter a ticket. And if they did, and she deserved it, she deserved it. It's a ticket. That doesn't warrant.
Yeah, I guess they said they felt like they were being retaliated against.
Well,
Okay.
that gives that. So once again, that kind of gives you like a glimpse into the agency. I've been here 2 months. How can I have the ability to retaliate against you? And then the next thing, we had a person's credit card missing, taken out of their mailbox. And I said it. I was like, well, you guys got cameras. Call IT and get a copy. The LT researched it, found who took the credit card out, and we did an IA, and that employee, he lied about taking the credit card. You guys know. You guys been in law enforcement. I was in the military. I was an officer in the military, 8 years. I've been here. So totally, I have a 29-year law enforcement military and civilian career. You can't take someone's credit card out of their office mailbox and then lie about it and think you won't get terminated. Well, the supervisor lied on 2 separate occasions about knowing about it. And I'm thinking, what kind of agency do we have if that's what's going on? And we have to use cameras. Because BCSO doesn't have cameras.
Yeah.
We didn't have them. But if you can't take your word in this job, what do you have?
Nothing. Because that's what our word is everything.
And I know that. My
Yeah.
mentor is Rudy Morrow. So
Okay.
Rudy Morrow was an undersheriff at BCSO, and he mentored me from the time I was a lieutenant till the time I retired. And just understand, like I told you on the phone, I don't have anything to hide. I'll tell you whatever. But it's frustrating when you show up and you're trying to make an agency look like something you're familiar with, and this is what we get. We get employees intimidating other employees stealing credit cards, and corporals and all this stuff. If he had given my daughter a ticket, why would that have been? What bearing would that have to do with me even working here? I'm just being a state policeman's giving my wife a ticket going to Denver. Does that mean I'm gonna dislike? No. I made it clear when I came here, leave all the past in the past, because those guys all hated the other chief. They hated him. And I wasn't looking to be liked. I just wanted those guys to know, hey man, I'm gonna have your back. If you do the right thing.
Yeah. So it just sounds like you're just looking to fix the department and the issues that it has so far, is what you're saying.
Are you guys are familiar with how command structure?
Yeah.
They don't hire a new chief to come and say, well, we've been doing bad. Let's keep doing bad. I came here with goals, my goals, and unfortunately, Officer Chapa was one of the guys on day one. He told me, this department's all fucked up. It's been fucked up. Can you do that at state police?
No, I definitely cannot.
Day one, on my first day,
Yeah.
on my first day here. And you know what I said to him?
Why don't you fix it?
I said, let's
Sorry.
fix it together.
Oh, okay.
You and I, let's fix it together. Let's make this department look like something that we're both proud of. That's exactly what I said to him. Sergeant Torres came with some good ideas. I changed before the sergeants FTO the officers. I said, if the sergeants are FTO on the officers, what's your culture? The officers, the senior officers should FTO officers, not sergeants, because if the sergeant's FTOing, who's doing the sergeant's job? She brought that forward, and I changed it because of her. So for them to say, I don't have one, look at me. I'm an African-American man. Obviously, I've had to overcome some obstacles. I don't have a prejudiced bone in my body, but what we will do is this department will be professional. We won't intimidate, we won't steal, we won't lie about it. I can't accept it. So if Officer Chapa has a beef with me, I didn't know he did. And he sat in that chair. I demoted him from corporal. He said, I don't have any problems with you. I'm not going to leave this room, and I'm not going to storm out of here and slam the doors. He left, and he filed a complaint and said, the chief intimidated me. Keep in mind, I'm sitting here. I said, hey, man, is there anything you want to say? Let's get it out. HR is sitting right there. He's sitting right here. He said, nope, I don't have any beef with you. I'm not gonna walk out of here and slam the doors. 24 hours later, that was the first time that I heard that he had given my daughter a ticket. No, I'm not kidding you. And I will be straight up with you guys. My daughter never got a ticket. No ticket never came to my house. My daughter plays volleyball at New Mexico State. She was rear-ended. They gave my daughter a ticket for being rear-ended. Okay. She's a girl. She probably drives like a knucklehead, but she was rear-ended. She got a ticket. They said, well, we never got it. My daughter never went to court. So if that was the kind of ticket they gave her, I'm excited because it didn't affect her.
I got you.
So no, that's all madness. And look at my history. I've gotten to this point from working. I didn't get here by discriminating, by harassing.
All right. I think my only last question I have before I see if he has any is, have you made any policy changes for the recording or anything like
I
that?
haven't changed anything. Like I said, January 4th was 2 months for me. I haven't changed anything. I haven't changed any policies. I mean, we're still in the honeymoon phase
Yeah.
before all of the madness.
All right. And then, do you got anything?
No, I'm good.
All right. And then,
Let's go look at the cameras. Go ahead.
yeah. And then I think later on, if you could just maybe help me out with some of the emails, just so I can see if,
I can give you whatever you want.
yeah, whatever you want, just to kind of help me
I
out.
can give you whatever. Like I said, guys, I don't hide anything. There's nothing to hide here.
Oh, I understand.
Hey, do you want a copy of that?
Yeah, that'd be great. And then the policy
Yes.
too, if that's all right.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
That's what I had gotten this for you guys.
No, I appreciate it.
When I got the cryptic call that there's an investigation, I was like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, give us a second. Step out if you don't mind.
Sure.
Thanks,
Going
man.
out anyhow. Thanks.
Yeah. And then I guess I have to relook it off. I'll turn off the recording stuff and then.
Give me a second. Yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. Scoot out of the way here.
See what I was talking about? The blue
Yeah.
light? The blue light's on. These guys know that it's on. And if they demanded or requested to have a copy of the footage, we can go to IT, say, hey, burn us this between these periods, and go from there.
Oh, did you ever look at any of the footage yet?
Did I? Yes, I looked at some. Not recent. Not
Yeah.
since you guys started your investigation. I won't request it. I won't look
Oh,
at it.
okay, gotcha.
I don't want it
Got it.
because that gives the appearance that
That you're trying to be deceitful.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
So there's a camera.
Yeah.
All right, it was right here. It was in here, and it captured the entire office, where you could see the blue light. You see the blue light right here,
Yeah.
and it captured the entire office, like this.
Got it. And then this is where she used to sit, right?
Yes.
Oh,
She
okay.
sat right here, Sergeant Hernandez, Sergeant Dominguez.
Got it.
And this is right here. So,
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, everybody knows there's cameras.
Oh, because you can see right
Yes.
there. Oh, yeah.
Everybody, and so you guys kind of get my.
Yeah.
Was this here before?
Yes. This has all been here. The camera out there. So it was in the vent. You see where the silver is?
Yeah.
It was in the vent capturing, not here, the entire office.
Got it.
So this was here when she was here.
Yes, this has always been here. So when you're the new chief and you walk in, you're like, well, they know they're being recorded because the first thing they gave me was that policy. I have it in my unit.
Yeah.
My first thing, they gave me my contract, and then they gave me the town policies and
Yeah.
procedures. So why wouldn't I assume, as a betting man,
Yeah.
these guys all know, they've been here longer than me, that the entire office space this isn't new. This has always been here.
Got it.
Go with questions.
No, I don't got any questions. Yeah. If anything, I guess pretty much.
And you see the door. The door clearly shows this is a shared office. It's never locked. It hasn't been locked the 2 months that I've been here.
Yeah. Well, then even they mentioned that they change in here, and they're like, well, yeah, we can lock it, but like I'm usually in and out. And then if we want privacy, we could just go to the bathroom that's over there. So
What do you guys got for me? Anything?
nothing.
We're good. We're good.
We're good.
Yeah. Thank you. No.
No, yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate
You guys need anything else?
No, that's it. And then if I could just get, I guess, the copy of the
Come on.
policies and emails. And...
You're good. All right. I made this one. I made this copy for you guys.
Yeah.
If you guys want me to give you one that's not highlighted, I will. But let me make a copy of this for you.
Thank you.
And anything else, if you want to look at, hey, what email do you want?
Just the one that she sent, and then just to see if you did any kind of replies, I guess, or anything like that. That's all. Just one, not trying to accuse her of anything, but if she didn't give me full information or anything like that, that way, we're getting both sides of the
Yes.
story. If that, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do. Here, you sit down and you type it in and do what you need to do. I got nothing to hide.
Just show, if you don't mind, I don't want to mess with the Chiefs.
Hey, man.
It's this one?
We're all looking for the same thing.
Which one is it?
So just go to the top bar and type in Sergeant Torres. There you go. I'm gonna make a copy of this for you.
I appreciate it, sir.
I'm not comfortable going through this stuff. I don't complain. Okay, so this is the same wine that I guess so.
You want to print it? You can.
Okay,
What's your copy of it, man?
thank you.
Yep. I got nothing to hide from. And I've made it clear with these guys that said, hey, if I don't do a good job in this job, you don't think I'll work anywhere else?
This is just I don't want to.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, never mind.
But print whatever you need to make it.
No, I think that's just about it.
I'll grab it for you.
Thank you.
Yep, yep.
And then I'll just go ahead and just stop the recording then. All right. Yeah. Hey, sorry, I was going through, I just had one question, if that's okay. I was going through the policies and I guess general orders, but then I found that one. So maybe that's what she was talking about, I guess, about recording equipment in the office. I don't know if you had a chance to go through those ones yet, but this was written in 2018.
Yeah, this chief did general orders instead of just going by the SOP.
Or changing policies or anything like that, right?
I didn't change this.
Oh, no, I know that. But I meant like if you put it in a policy instead of making it a general order. But yeah, I guess that was one of the things that she kind of pointed out. And that was the only thing I can find. But that was about it.
Who said that?
Whenever Monica pointed it out, and then I went through it and then read it, and then I didn't know if you knew anything about that one or not.
No, and this one, I didn't see this one.
Oh, okay, yeah, because it's a correspondence, not in the policies yet. So
I didn't see this one. I never read this, and the lieutenant never discussed it with me. Obviously,
well, yeah, and then the date. So so he probably might not remember it or anything.
he would have to know about it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just in the general orders and everything. So I don't know. But that's the only thing I just wanted to show you. See if you knew it.
No, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
And no one explained when we had discussed it and we.
Yeah, and then especially because the other people you have to go through to get approval, so they knew at least about it in some way, or maybe they just kind of.
And they never even discussed when I discussed it with the town administrator. She didn't bring this to my attention either.
Yeah. See, so that's the only reason I just brought it to your attention, but. I mean, it's fine now because it's already in there, and then they already approved it. So, if anything, so. But that's all. I mean, because I was like, oh, well, you probably don't know about this, but I looked at it, and I'm not trying to like I said, accuse you of anything, but I'm like, oh, you probably didn't know. That's all.
So the SOP, I'm obviously I supplied you with what
you knew at the time.
What I knew at the time and what I had been briefed on.
Yeah.
And for this to be, and that's what I'm saying. General orders should be in the SOP.
Yeah, or in a policy. And then even I think to help Monica, since she brought that to my attention, she could have at least showed you that whenever she,
Well, so after
if that makes sense.
After you discussed that, when she filed her complaint, her written complaint to the town, it was to Ida.
Yeah.
That was to Ida. So based on that being the IDA, I assume the
I didn't.
complaint, that IDA would investigate the complaint and come back down with some sort of, or at least communicate with her, hey, this is what we're going to do as a result of your complaint.
Yeah, instead of calling us.
Right. By her calling you guys, she took the investigative part out of our hands, and I believe she didn't want that anyway, based on all the things. Because Monica and I talked yesterday, and her number one thing is that she thinks that since I'm new, I'm a part of what they do. And I told her, I said, I can't interject myself into your previous lawsuits or any of that. My actions were as a result of the 2 complaints.
Yeah.
With the fight, and then with her thing where one employee said, he said, she said, and then Sergeant Hernandez making the statement that, hey, this may have been stolen. So that's what the cameras were. The cameras were not to surreptitiously record anyone undressing. And
I know that. Well, from what you told me. But then that, I was just like, well, whenever I saw this, I was like, oh, he might have not known.
No, I didn't.
So that's it. That's all. I was just like, oh, well, here you go. And then that way maybe you can bring it up to Ida, since she's the one who approved the camera for you. And then, and then kind of just ask your lieutenant about it. And then since it's a general order and not a policy,
It's not. You know what? But for Monica, if she knows about this as a supervisor, and she's using that, she's well within her right to think that.
Yeah.
It's only fair that she thinks that, because that's what I discussed with her yesterday. Feel free to come and talk to me.
Yeah, because you said you had an open door policy
Yes,
pretty much
yes.
whenever I talked to you.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah, I only brought this just to kind of help you out and just to kind of show you that I was like, oh, well, I found that. Monica showed me it, and then I read it, and then I was like, oh, okay.
And where, because this isn't in the policy. I have a bundle of general orders, and I'll show them to you if you want to see them.
Yeah,
And this one's not in there.
Yeah, I got a couple of them. I don't know. I could probably email you what I have. I didn't bring a pen with me, just because I was like, oh, I just wanted to show you this. And then that way I can get your email. And then I'll zip file you the general orders that I have from you guys. And then I'm sure it's stuff from like the last chief. And then like with only being in 2 months, you have to establish like a lot already, like stuff that you want to change, stuff that you've been reviewing. So I'm sure it's taken you a long time to do anything like that. And then to get to know everybody in the department. So, you have a very long, tedious job that takes like a lot, and then you got to get familiar with a different department from BCSO. But yeah, like I said, whenever I saw that, I'm like, well, you didn't bring it up, so.
Obviously, I didn't, because had I seen this one, I would have gone to Ida and said, hey, what do you recommend as far as this? Because we've had these problems. And like the thing with the credit card theft, we would have never even found that
If you didn't have the camera.
if we didn't have the cameras.
Yeah.
The new system. Because the old system's still in place.
Yeah,
So there's basically overlapping systems.
yeah. And then from what I can get from it, it just says reissued as amended. So sometime, I guess, whenever this general order was established, he amended it to that.
Okay.
At one point, but then didn't put it in a policy. And then, I know we have directives in different districts the way that we do it, but that's just so the district commanders and uniform can have kind of how they want to run, like, each district depending on, like, crime and stuff within state police. But then we all obey the policies, and then that's about it.
So after reading this, audio or video recordings prohibited in the sergeant's, lieutenant's, or chief's office without their respective authorization or that of the chief.
Yeah, exactly.
So that still gives me the leeway to do that without those guys knowing about it, as long as they're across the street, they're comfortable with that.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. But yeah, one, that's for you, and then I'll email you the rest of it if you just want to give me your email, what I have. So I just didn't come down here. Yeah.
Let me give you my card.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to show that to you, and I did have your email, and I'm like, oh, I'll bring it to you real quick. That way you have what the other chief, I guess, made for his general orders, just to help you out. That's all that was for. If that makes sense.
No, I appreciate it. You're right. I did not.
Because I'm sure there's just not a lot that you know.
Here's mine. I have a stack of special orders. You see, I keep it all out. And
Yeah.
As I have problems with different ones, I tab them.
No, like I said, I know you're still just trying to go through it, like coming in from a different department. I'm sure you want to
make things to where they make sense to you and make sense to the guys that you're now in command of and everything like that.
And these are the general orders that I have, just the bundle that I've gone through.
Yeah,
These are the only ones that I was given by them. And
I got you.
I keep them right there because I know where they're at. But thank you, Brandon. You have
Yeah.
an email? Is there anything else I can help you guys with?
No, that was it, because I looked at it and I'm like, well, he didn't bring it up, so, and you brought up all the policies, you showed me that, I'm like, and then I was like, I don't know if you know what the general orders were, and then, especially since they're written by the last chief, most of them, so,
It's like in instances where I don't want to get, in my opinion,
Yeah.
in instances where I don't want to get jammed up, he did a general order. No, that should be an SOP thing. It shouldn't be, because general orders, if 7 officers read it and the other 14 don't,
yeah, because, I don't know, sometimes I don't read every email like I'm supposed to, especially if it comes from accounting. I'm probably sure I missed, like, a ton of important things from them, but I'm like, oh, they're sending in, like, timesheets are due today. Just stuff like that, but I don't know. The only time I ever read them, if they're like, hey, there's a policy change, then I'll read those ones, because those are things like, of course, I have to obey. So, like, the new one that they put out, I think last week, was about always wearing body cameras now whenever we're on duty. So they just want to make sure, because a lot of guys, they just turn them off when they got in the office, but they're like, no, make sure they're on. You're not recording or anything, but just make sure that you guys are carrying them on you, everything like that. And then even for like uniformed personnel, stuff like that. So yeah, so I keep up with those ones because, like I said, I don't want to get hemmed up for not obeying policy, because they'll be like, well, we sent an email. And whenever they send an email, they're like, we expected that you read it, even though sometimes we don't.
the only thing when you guys left the other day, the only thing that I wondered if we had discussed that was, that in all the other buildings for the town of Bernalillo, there are cameras,
Yeah,
the same cameras.
yeah.
All right.
Oh, and then also with that, the other people I talked to, they didn't even know about that general order. Because one, like I said, it's from like 2 years ago, but everyone else I talked to, they didn't know about it either, so.
And Monica's the only one that knew about it.
Yeah, that remembered anyway, so.
Okay.
That's it.
And correct me if I'm right. When I I think I talked to your captain. He said that it was a voyeurism. She was saying voyeurism.
Yeah, voyeurism. But then for it to be, I think, voyeurism, like completely, or at least exposed chest or breast, and then like groin area. And then, I don't know, but yeah. And then those ones are wireless, right? The ones that you guys are trying out? They're not
wireless.
Oh, okay.
They're hardwired.
Oh, okay.
They're hardwired.
Got it. All right.
They're hardwired to the little data system. The blue cable.
Yeah.
They're hardwired to that.
Okay, got it. All right. So that's it. But yeah, that's the only thing. Like, I didn't have a question or anything like that, but I just wanted to share that with you. I'm like, oh, hey, there's
Thanks,
that.
man. Thank you. I'm gonna walk when you leave. I'm gonna take it over there and say, hey, tell me about this. And that one highlighted area also gives me the leeway to
Yeah, that's why it's just highlighted, because I'm like, you can read it, and then you have your interpretation of it, which obviously says, like, you can do it.
ultimately I can do it, but I would, and by the town manager giving me the ability to use them, but I don't want to confuse the people that work for me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you build distrust.
Yeah, and then it's just, I don't know, well, you can fix it whenever you get a chance. You know what I mean? That way, everything's clear, everyone knows, everything like that.
But like all the other supervisors, other than her, I thought they assumed that the entire complex was camered, because it is.
Yeah.
You look, the outside, the parking area, the common area, the prisoner area, it's all. So why wouldn't you think? That was my first thought the first day I came in. I was like, damn, they got cameras.
Yeah.
Like, I would assume they'd all know, but oh well.
Yeah, and I think that's why she thought the office was good and everything like that. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to show you, and then you can talk to Ida, because then Ida knew about it before it was approved at least, or maybe she could have double checked, just stuff like that. But stuff from 2 years ago.
I was good, and I don't know.
And then you already said that, I think in there it says about criminal investigations, and I think you were investigating the credit card at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
The credit card, the previous allegation that Sergeant Hernandez, and that was kind of my, like you said, I'm here, I'm new, I'm getting all these things. I'm like, you know what? They want to upgrade our system. Just put cameras and be done with it.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought. That's how I was thinking. I wasn't thinking, oh, you, because who thinks their supervisors are gonna do weird stuff? I don't.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, I completely understand.
If anyone, you know what? I appreciate it, Brandon. And as far as her thing goes, I'd be willing to talk to her, but I told her I will not talk to you while this is going on. It's an active investigation. But when it's done, I think she's gonna see that it's not what she thought.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm hoping. So, yeah. Like I said, I just brought that so it can help you out, and then maybe figure out the reason between.
So hypothetically speaking, if say something was on there and she wasn't fully being honest or truthworthy, would that be documented and would it be?
Yeah, because whenever I entered, of course, that's documented that. Well, she knew I was recording her, and everything like that, and then just kind of just going forward, and then. Yeah, and then I'm just trying to stay neutral as possible with the case. So
and that's what I'm asking, because say you you review the 8 or 9 nights of footage where she's working and they so anything, or you documenting all of it.
all of it,
Yes.
all of it. So
Okay.
that's about it.
Because if there's speculation that this is a retaliatory thing towards the town.
Yeah, it is a speculatory right now. That's why I brought it up to you, and that's why I had to ask you
Yeah.
about the ticket from like a long time ago. And then so I didn't really from what you said, she didn't get a ticket, so there's no
And I didn't ask
retaliation.
the lieutenant that. I asked the lieutenant that. I was like, hey, tell me if I'm wrong here. Was my daughter ever given a ticket? And he searched through it. He said, your daughter got a warning. So if they gave my daughter a warning, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. So that's
Like, I wouldn't go after you for giving, but at the end of the day, you'd have to be pretty callous or deranged to think, okay, I'm going to get the chief's job. I'm going to wait on you to do something. I'm going to pay you back. And I don't operate.
it's a lot of effort. I don't know. For me, it's just kind of like I don't know. I have other things to do with my time.
And I
What?
thought we were all teammates.
Yeah,
I thought we were all, and that was the approach that I took with this entire job. If you're involved in someone's credit card being stolen, like, and you're the on-duty supervisor, and you guys discuss it instead of bringing it to the lieutenant or chiefs, what do you? Because our attorneys say we have to be consistent, or if you're going to be disciplined for stealing someone's credit card, and then you lie about discussing the stolen credit card, you're just as at fault. And that's what the attorneys told me, that we had to be consistent with. So how that's retaliatory? No,
yeah,
no. And the thing with Monica, even, it happened before I worked here.
yeah. So there's just no point in you technically even being involved with all that stuff.
And that's the point I made from day one. Everything that happened before I worked here, please don't involve me in it. Her lawsuits, and I've worked really hard, but she believes that everyone is out to get her. She told me she doesn't trust the lieutenant, and she doesn't know where I stand. She told me that to my face, which I appreciate.
No, I completely yeah. So
Well, thank you, man. Thanks.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna
that-
take that over and
yeah, that wasn't in any way meant to hinder you. So I'm sorry if you felt that way or
no,
anything
no.
like that. I just wanted to be like, hey, I just
That's
wanted
knowledge.
it. Yeah, no, I just came here to drop it off as like a tool for you to help out. And I know like you have all those books to go through. And then it looks like you're bringing in Bernalillo Police Department or Bernalillo Sheriff's Department just to kind of compare, change, anything like that to where you feel like it could fit this department better.
Yes. I'm comparing and contrasting as I have issues. I tab it, and I'll tab them for later dates. 'Cause that's what Saturdays I just read. I read
No.
all the policies.
Yeah, and then the other officers I was talking to, they're just really excited because you wanted to bring in some teams, and other people were throwing out teams. So a lot of them are really excited that you're doing new things with the department. So they're like, "Oh yeah," and then I can't remember his name, but he's really excited about like the DWI thing coming in.
Buttermeal?
Yeah, so he's really excited about that.
And I got their stats. I put a memo together, and I bought them jackets. I bought them patches. I got 2 officers assigned to task forces Wednesday. So, like, man, this is about work to me. This isn't about petty beefs.
No, yeah, everyone seemed a little from the lower end like really excited. Sergeants are doing pretty good. So it's just, I guess it's just from everything else, but everyone seems really
I
excited.
had 2.
Yeah.
I had 2. My first day here, Chopper told me, this place is all fucked up. It's been fucked up. And I'm like, and HR was there. The HR representative, my first day here, the HR representative was standing next to me. And I was like, let's make it better together. You and I, let's make it better. And that's what I told him. For whatever reason, I don't know if he just didn't like me, didn't trust me, but I
Yeah.
can't change that.
No, I know.
I can't change it, and I'm just gonna work. Oh well, but thank you. I'm gonna talk to the lieutenant about it, and I'll walk over and ask him, hey, but we'll get through it.
All right, yeah. And then whenever I get back, I'll put it in like a little zip folder and then email it to you. Hopefully, it can all fit on one email. But
Okay.
it'll just say just general orders.
All right.
And then I have all the policies, I guess, electronically, and I'll see what else is in there, and I'll just send them off to you, so that way you have them too.
Well, I have the
Oh, okay.
policies on share drive.
Oh, okay.
I have
Never
all
mind
the
then.
Policies. I have the policies on the share drive. These hidden special orders, general orders.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I don't know, because I know even policies are for the public to know too. So I don't know about how general orders work or directives, but it'd be good if that's in policy. But
Weird though, why? And he did that. I noticed he did a bunch of general orders. And those are his changes. This is a previous chief. Like,
yeah, so I don't know.
if it's something important, you got to put it in the policy. The general order can be overlooked. General
Yeah.
order is only as good as the time frame. Policy, everyone's responsible for reading, signing for.
Acknowledging that they know it.
Yes.
Yeah, and then that being 2 years ago, and then some general orders change depending on like a new chief comes in or district commander for us is like district commander. Then a lot of directives are like null, and they gotta be.
Oh, really?
Yeah, depending on what they are or anything. But like he'll look over them and then he'll just go like, oh yeah, these are still good and stuff like that.
But in order to do that, doesn't he have to basically amend it or update it?
Yeah,
Update
exactly.
it through the chief?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if they put it in policy yet, but I remember we had a directive in Farmington where like when you come to the office, if you're not downloading vehicles, because it used to be like we back in and they would download remotely. He's like, turn off your vehicle, so that way you're not wasting gas. So if anybody, or it can't be on for more than like 10 to 20 minutes, like if you're just running in and grabbing something, stuff like that. So that way no one's wasting gas, obviously.
And we had the same thing in Brownell County. That was a county commissioner thing where they had seen a unit at the substation running and they went. So.
Yeah, I know. The lieutenant, whenever I was there, Lieutenant Foreman, like he would get on to people. He'd come in screaming. He's like, "Whose unit?" Blah blah blah. He just got sent at people. I'm like, oh man, I hope it's not mine. I'm like, oh, it's not mine. Okay, cool.
Or just make sure everybody. I manage from a different perspective. We have had these complaints. This is not my issue. So we're all above board and we're all putting out the best image of the department. Do this. You can't yell at people because you lose they don't respect you.
Yeah.
The messenger is always the demon. That's what I noticed. So, but well, thank you, Brandon. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry to interrupt your time. I should have called first, but I was.
No, I appreciate you. You're doing me a favor. You're not
Yeah.
hurting me.
Yeah.
If you call me, probably myself.